It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Little Caesars Arena. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons taking on the Houston Rockets. The opening tip won by the Houston Rockets. Westbrook to Harden. Here comes the screen. Shot clock winding down. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Here comes the screen. Derrick Rose. Harden's on him. Shot from in close, no good. Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. Short jumper won't go down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Harden in possession. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. James Harden missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Rose to Luke Kennard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebounded by Capella. Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. Down to Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Rose into the front court. Down two. To Drummond. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. The follow won't go either and draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot two.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. It's in the hands of Harden. Probing the defense. Harden to Fareed. A lot of contact. No whistle. Another follow. No good. To Rose. Down to Griffin. Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Blake Griffin trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 68%. And he missed the free throw. Westbrook across the timeline. They trail by one. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
It's Detroit's ball. Reggie Jackson guarded by Russell Westbrook. Nice finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
James Harden, 2 for 3 now here in the first. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to Harden. He gets it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jackson with it. They're down 3. To Griffin. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Surveys the floor to Drummond. Oh, had him going there for a second. From the painted area, won't go down. Fareed, a shot, won't go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
And he connects on the first free throw. Fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Rockets have the ball. Austin Rivers. Nice pass to get things going.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Jackson with it. Down 6. Has a look. Reggie Jackson, not that time. Desperation shot here from half court. First quarter's complete with the Rockets in front. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Calderon, not that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
James Harden. He's now 5 for 6.
It can only be one of two things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Jose Calderon matched up with Harden. Out of bounds the call off Iman Shumpert. Pistons retain possession. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
To Beasley. Nothing going here on that drive. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Michael Beasley at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Rivers with the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. Not that time. Galloway against Harden. Kenneth Faried sends it away. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Faried. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Fires the 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Beasley. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Driving right to the basket. Full throttle. Right to the basket for the deuce.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Rose. Here comes the screen. To Rose. Fires the 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Covington to Harden. Here's a chance from long range, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Rose to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Harden to Westbrook. That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Here comes the screen. Rose against Westbrook. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Harden. No good. That's great defense. Reggie Jackson against the former MVP. Rebound, Covington. To Westbrook. Harden. Down low for Aldridge. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Here comes the screen. Jackson to Drummond. Kenneth Faried with the block. 17-footer at the buzzer. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rockets dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Pistons have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Missed threes. Player of the half.
James Harden was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Jackson to Drummond. Here comes the screen. Reggie Jackson, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Off the assist.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Jackson with it. Down a bundle. Griffin to Luke Kennard. Shot from the lane won't go. Westbrook into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Covington. Westbrook to Covington. Beyond the arc for three. That no good, off the mark. Pistons ball here. Jackson. Takes stock of the floor. 4-3. Rebound taken down by the Pistons. And he's going to the line to shoot.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one goes down. Two for two on that trip. Westbrook with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Rebound to Detroit. Pistons have it. Luke Kennard against Harden. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, stays out. Covington to Capella. Big finish at the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Here comes the screen. Jackson to Drummond. You've got to get that one to go. Covington to Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Jackson with it. His guys down big. To Griffin. Won't go. And the rebound's grabbed by Fareed.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Griffin to Jackson. Clint Capella rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Westbrook. The drive right to the basket. Covington to Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden shoots, and he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
Ed, it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is the difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just made BJ the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Blake Griffin here against Nene. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
The screen sets him up for 2.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Screen coming. Derrick Rose matched up with Nene. To Griffin. Trying to cash in. Shot no good there for Griffin. To P.J. Tucker. Pistons have the rebound. Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Luke Kennard. The big fella, Andre Drummond. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Deep three at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. It's been all Rockets. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Rose, terrific vision. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Rivers into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Gets it down to Capella. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Clint Capella. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Rose, defended by Rivers. Nothing going here on that drive. Rose. That's no good. Houston with the basketball. Austin Rivers to Capella. Screen coming. Ah, the monster stuff. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Rose. Galloway against Chandler. To Rose. From long range. Tony Snell is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. Second and 3 is good. Three for 3. Nice. Houston takes over. Austin Rivers to Capella. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Time to shuffle things up. Derrick Rose, guarded by the former Dookie. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Missed it. How'd that not go down?
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Luke Kennard. For three. Count the triple.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Harden to Rivers. Baseline drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Luke Kennard. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. Harden with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Capella. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Clint Capella has got 2 shots coming. A career 48% free throw shooter. Nope, the first one does not go. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Jose Calderon, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Rose to Drummond. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Andre Drummond at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. And now Houston has the basketball. Harden. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Drummond. Stuffs it down with authority. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Russell Westbrook against the former MVP. To Harden. Shot won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets. The Pistons just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons.
Game traffic. Assists.
The Detroit Pistons had a lot of trouble working as a team defensively, giving up the kind of assists that happen from poor communication. James Harden was behind the majority of those dimes and deserves a lot of credit for having his passes on target and on time.
Player of the game.
James Harden put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the Detroit Pistons. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.